Hi everyone, welcome to Cupboard Creations. My name's Gareth. This is my little corner of the internet for playing with my food. I'm really excited today to bring you a recipe I love, which is my lamb kofte kebabs. We're going to run through two different ways of doing it. The super fast version for when you get home a little bit later than you expected and you just want to get something in. And the prepared version, which is perfect for barbecues. So I guess we'll get cracking. Okay, so this is super simple. What we're going to do, I've got 250 grams of lamb mince. This should be enough for two. We're going to put a little cloth down so that it doesn't bang around too much. And to that, we're going to add a whole load of spices and herbs. Now the big thing for me here is the herbs. I love the kofte kebabs down at my local kebab house, and I've been trying for ages to get something that's got that same level of flavour. And I kept trying lots and lots of spice, and all that came out was something that just didn't taste the same. It tasted quite almost antiseptic. So I toned right down the spice and just thought herbs, and all the flavours in those herbs. It works fantastic with this. So we're going to start off with our lamb mince. And we're going to get a red chilli. Now I like these quite hot. If you don't, leave the chilli out entirely. You'll still get all the great flavour. What I'm going to do first off is work out how hot the chilli is. It's quite a mild one. That's pretty good. So I'm going to put the whole chilli in. I'm going to take the seeds out. Mostly, not because we don't want the heat, but we just don't want those little crunchy bits sitting in the kebab. Very few seeds in this one. So we're just going to dice that up. Okay, so they're all diced nice and small now. And we're going to put them in our bowl. I should put it somewhere so you can see it. Nice and simple, nothing we're going to do with this apart from just throw the ingredients straight in. So move that to the side. Now for the garlic, I'm going to use 2 cloves of garlic here. There's one. So if you haven't seen before, it's a nice easy way of getting the skin off the garlic. Just get a decent flat blade of the knife, put it on top and lean down on it. Then your skin pops off in one. Just like that, give it a rough chop. One of them fairly small, about the same size as your chilies, but don't worry too much. So that garlic's now chopped up nicely, and what we're going to do now is grab a pestle and mortar. If you haven't got one, don't worry too much. You can do this with just a rolling pin. You can even do it with the flat blade of the knife. You can just push down really hard on the garlic. What we're trying to do is we're trying to kind of bruise it almost. What that'll do is it will let out a lot of that garlic flavour, and it will just go through the meat better. And you'll also not be left with like lumps of garlic in the kofte. So we put our garlic into our pestle or mortar. I know it's called a pestle and mortar, but I'm never sure which one's which. Put a little bit of salt in. By applying a pinch of salt in here, it helps the garlic break up, and also means we don't later need to salt the kebabs. So all I'm going to do now is give this a bit of a bash around until it's almost a paste, and put it in with the rest. That's really bruised up now, and we can get our bowl of mince with the chilli in there and get the garlic in. Use fingers. My fingers are going to be smelling of garlic for the rest of the day, but that's nothing new. That's the garlic in there. Now we're going to add in our spices. What I'm using here is ½ a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, ½ a teaspoon of ground cumin, ½ a teaspoon of ground coriander. Okay, it's got a really spicy smell now. But we don't want just spice. So here are our herbs. I'm going to put in a good bunch of chives, probably end up about 2 full tablespoons worth. Just chop those. Okay, there's our chives. Now we want a good lump of parsley as well. All I'm going to do here is rip off the big ends of the stalks like that, because we don't want those. There's one that escaped. So we're just left with the leaved ends, and then again just give that a chop up. There'll be little bits of stalk in there, but that's not a problem. It's all got flavour. Last but not least, some thyme. Absolutely love thyme. What I've done here, missed a bit of parsley, shove that in, is I've already pulled all the leaves off, just because it takes so long. It's one of the worst things I hate doing in the kitchen. The problem is I absolutely love thyme, and it really works for so many meals. So I spent a bit of time earlier pulling that. So we're going to put in about a good tablespoon of thyme leaves. Now one last thing, just give it all a big shot together. It's all done, all nice and small. We get our mince here, and you can see the amount of herbs on there. It's quite a lot, but it's worth it. It tastes so tasty. Okay. Now, the fun bit. Mix it all together. So you want to pound this quite hard. Essentially what you're looking for is that there's almost no kind of lumps of mince anymore. It will look pretty much like sausage meat by the time you're done in texture. And the reason you want that is because if you don't pound it enough, if you try and make an actual kebab out of it, depending on the size, if you've got the massive skewers that they use in the professional kitchens, then great, yeah, it will hold on better. But if you haven't, you're just using tiny little ones like I've got, it will just fall off. So we need to beat that pretty hard. Okay, get to the end now. It's all nicely broken up. Just squeezing it between my fingers a bit. Get it all mixed in. Okay. Okay, now bring it all together in one bowl. Give it a couple of smacks down. What that will do is it will just pop some of the air out in the middle. There we go. There's our ball of kofte mix. Now, we're not going to add any other ingredients to this. That is essentially done. What you can do now is you can cook it one of two ways. So if you're cut for time and you just want it really fast, and I'm going to show you both, I'm going to cut it in half. So I've got 2 bits. Now I'm going to chill them for about an hour, but it isn't 100% necessary. What you can do is take this one piece here, break it down, put it all back together in a minute, roll it into little sausage shapes like that, and shove it in a frying pan on a medium heat. Cook them all for about 12 minutes, about 5-6 minutes aside, and then you're done. Your only problem with that is there's quite a lot of fat in the lamb, so you will get quite a lot of fat in the bottom of your pan, which can be off-putting for some people. For me, I don't mind at all. It's still going to be tasty, and that's what I care about, is the taste. I don't have it every day, so it's not like it's a nice little treat. I am so bad with cling film. It's I think it's genetic. Okay, and we're back an hour later. Our lamb has kind of rested in the fridge. What that's done is it's just made it that little bit tougher, so when it comes to shaping it around a kebab skewer, it's much easier, to hold on. Otherwise, the minute you put it on, you move it away from yourself, the whole thing falls off. That's experience talking there. Happens so much before I started doing this. So all we're going to do is we're going to get lumps of our lamb mince and we're going to shape it around our kebab skewers, making sure that the skewer is in the centre. Okay, I'm going to make 3 of these like this, and then just roll the other ones into little sausage shapes so that I can fry those, just so you can see both ways of doing it. Like I said, this is the longer way where we need to worry about refrigerating, etc. The other way tastes equally as good, and especially, you get back from the pub, you can actually knock this whole thing together probably in about 15 minutes. There we go. There are my 3 little kebabs. And then all we'll do with the other is roll them into little sausage shapes. Reason for that kind of shape is just once you stick them in a piece of bread or in a flatbread, just makes a nice bite size thing. You can fit more in there. And there we go. That's all done. Again, going to cover that. We're going to put it in the fridge until we're ready to cook. So especially if you're doing it for a barbecue, this is the sort of point you want to get to. You can prep this in advance. You can prep this a day in advance if you need to. And just keep them in the fridge overnight. Pop them out, whack them on the barbecue. Okay, so welcome back. Now I'm just going to take you through the 2 different ways of cooking these kebabs. So we've got the longer way, which would be either on a grill or the barbecue, which I've got heated up to temperature here. And we'll take our skewered kebabs and we'll lay these on our grill, like so. So we'll then just put those under the grill, hot grill, just turning them every so often so we get a nice even cook. Those can go in there. And for the others, so this is the super quick way, where we can basically step back to as if we're just finished pounding the meat, and then we just make our little kind of kofte shapes, like so. We don't need to chill them because there's no need. Put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Fire it up. Okay. So now all we've got is our little sausage shaped, or kind of bite-sized koftes, and we'll lay all of those in the oil. And exactly the same as with the grilled ones or barbecue ones. I wish I could show you the barbecue, but it's typically British summer out here, and it's raining. So we'll just leave those. Once they start getting some heat under them, keep turning them, and it'll be about the same. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, so that's all done. Really nicely caramelised, and our skewered kebabs cooked right through. So we'll take these out, move that over there, we'll plate up. So what I've got here is just nice flatbread I made earlier, bulgur wheat salad. Both recipes for this are on the website. And then we just layer in our koftes. Here we go. That's those. And let's make this a proper meaty one. There we go. And that's my completed kofte kebabs with the bulgur wheat salad. So I like to fill that with a bit of chilli sauce, a bit of mayonnaise, or some garlic if you've got garlic mayonnaise, perfect. And that's it. An absolutely delicious meal, either as a proper, nicely cooked dinner or just a back full pub. Smash it together and enjoy. I hope you enjoy this. I absolutely love them. So best of luck. Give it a try and let us know what you think. Thanks very much and see you soon.